Oh, hello. Hello. This is Patty Keo talking about things I hate, things I love, cats, and wine. So I'm again drinking the Critic wine. This is the wine I did not finish the other day. I did not finish it. Congratulations to me, because it's pretty good. Like I said in the first video about the Critic wine, it's like a meal. So now I'm drinking it with just drinking it. I have had dinner, so let's not get crazy. But it's actually really good. You have to give it a try. I would say that. I got it down at the Bennington Community Market in Bennington on Main Street, Bennington, Vermont. I'm watching cats here because they're all gathering around me. They're used to me having wine with cheese, and so this is their time to be like, hey dude, where's the cheese? Where would our cheese be? Where's the cheese? Um, so they're gathering, but they're getting nothing. They may, uh, they may attack me. We'll see. So anyway, here I am drinking wine with my cats. You know I have too many cats. I don't want this many cats. I want to find them homes. So I need foster homes, or I need adoption homes, and I definitely adopted. Period. Hold on. What they call forever homes, and I mean they. There's a section of the public that also call themselves pet parents. I don't consider myself a pet parent because I've spent 63 years of my life keeping things that have grown inside me from coming out of my vagina. I guess. That, anyway, so I'm not about to start with fuzzy clawed things. This is the old man. All he does is purr, drool, and give love. So anyway, the point is, I need money. I need donations. Tipthechick.com. And I need foster homes. And I need people to adopt. So you can also go to my website, pattykeo.com, and go to Animal Rescue, and you can see some of the cats I have available. Please contact me, PK at pattykeo.com, if you want to adopt any, or if you can foster some. That's awesome. I have 8 of my own. I had, at the beginning of the summer, 3 of my own. Actually, I should say 5 of my own. 2 of them had to be put down. They'd been with me for a long time. Actually, one of them had to be put down. One of them I found dead when I went upstairs to find him. But he was old. It was his time, and I was glad that he had died at home. I've never had that happen. I was glad that he went here, and so I had to bury them too. It was my fave Freddie and Lynxie, my 2 boys from back in the Gardner, Mass days. They had a great life, but so I had 3, and then over the summer I had 5 what they call foster fails. I don't usually have foster fails. Foster fails are when you rescue a cat, rehab him, and then the rehoming stalls and you become attracted to them. Well, not attracted to them, attached to them. Good God. My secrets are coming out. And attracted to them. Okay. So I became attached to them, and so they get to stay here. But, so I have 8 of my own, and I have 8 fosters. That's 16 cats. Now, you can have as many cats as you want. If you can afford them, and you have a big enough place for them, or they go outside or whatever, and like some mine do, awesome. You can have. I would have 100 cats if I could afford them, and they all got along, and I could just let them out. Like, why not? Who cares? But I live in a great area for them, and I live in a great house for them. But 16 is too many, so I need some help. So, with that note, right up there at the beginning, let's talk about things I hate and things I love. And it won't be about cats, because of course I hate people who are mean to animals, and of course I love other people that rescue them and take the time to take care of them. That's obvi. But here's some other things that I hate and that I love. I hate when people don't pay attention to the yield signs on the road or anywhere else. You know, get a social clue, dude. I'm saying yield. Back it up. Uh, and I was just involved in an accident last month, where I was coming off a road, merging onto another road, and understand it's ingrained in me. I hate people who don't pay attention to the yield signs. So I always pay attention to the yield signs. So here's what happened. I put my foot on the brake because there was a car coming by me on the main road, and I could see he had his right blinker on. He was going to take a right-hand turn, and I was like, okay, there's a street up there. I need to slow down. I need to let him go. I put my foot on the brake, and my car sped up. Now, in the quick seconds this was all happening, my brain went, what? Hello? I'm putting my foot on the brake. Hello, baby. I'm putting my foot on the brake. And so by the time I stopped, I had my right foot on the brake and my left foot all the way down on the emergency brake. This car was still speeding up right before it decided just to stop. And before it decided to stop, I ended up hitting the back of his car, his truck, spinning him around so that we ended up me facing this way, him facing this way, the opposite way he was going. And I went into a ditch that was going into the woods, and finally my car just stopped. And luckily, and I turned it off, and I was like, okay. Now, mind you, I had 3 cats in the back in carriers, just coming home from bringing them to be neutered and spayed for another person, because I do this. I love driving, and it's like, oh, what, you need 3 cats neutered and or spayed and or neutered or spayed or whatever. I'll drive them up to Burlington, make the appointment, pay for the appointment. I'll drive them from Bennington, Vermont up to Burlington, which is like a 3-hour ride and then a 3-hour ride back. But I drop them off in the morning, go have a day in Burlington, pick them up in the evening, bring them back home. So all I cared about was the cats. Anyway, I won't go long. The cats are fine. I won't go into the whole blah, blah, blah. But being someone who hates when people don't pay attention to the merge and yield signs, I couldn't believe that this was happening to me. Find out later, I realized the next day that this had happened with this car before to the person who owned it before me. So anyway, I was perplexed, and I was like beside myself about the fact that I hate that this had happened, and I hate when you're driving along and you're in the slow lane, which is the far right lane for those of you who weren't born 150 years ago. And you're just driving down the right lane, and the people have the yield sign coming in, and they don't yield. It's like, dude, you're making me stop or move over to let you go when really you're supposed to be waiting for the traffic to go by and you get a chance to come in. Hate it. Now, what do I love? I love, wait, I have to check my notes. Oh yeah. So in the same category, being that it's on the road, I love a road trip. And let me know in the comments if what great road trips you've been on, if you love a road trip, if you only love a road trip when you're the passenger, if you can sit in the back seat, do you get car sick, do you only love a road trip when you're the driver? Because that's kind of me. I love any road trip as long as I know the driver's a good driver and all that, but I love to drive. So if you contacted me and said, listen, we're going to give you the money for the gas, and play and hotels and food and all that stuff to drive. Let's talk about cats. Our Siamese cat from Boston to Los Angeles because we're moving out there. I am your woman. Contact me. I'm all over it. Me and Miss Sally the Siamese cat, we'll have a great time and she'll be safe and we will be loving life. She'll get caviar in the hotel. I mean, let me know if I can help. Love a road trip. I am so relaxed sitting behind the wheel, and friends of mine will tell you that I can drive anything from a Corvette to a giant Penske. Oh, the stories I have about Penskes, but that's for another day. Anyway, I'm continuing to drink the Critic, and it's tasty, and I'm loving it, and it's 13.9% alcohol because I do not believe in paying for wine that is only grapes and like 5% alcohol. That's just a waste of money. So I'm sitting here doing that, watching the cats. And if you'd like to help, you can always donate to tipthechick.com because I need money, as I said at the beginning. I need foster homes. Oh my gosh, if you could take a couple of them and foster them while we look for a home for them. And I say we because I have lists of people that I do this with. That would be great. Just contact me through Facebook. You can contact me at pk@pattykeogh.com, pk@pattykeough.com, or you can head over to tipthechick.com and throw me a donation and then contact me. There's a million ways to get a hold of me. And have a great night. And if you have pets, give them a snuggle and enjoy a glass of wine. Night, guys.